Let me just start this session, our free webinar on practical uses of AI, artificial intelligence in real estate, practical uses. So this is what we will speak for today. This is September 25th of September 2025. This is Thursday, and in Bangkok it is 4 o'clock. But in Delhi, India, it is 2:30 only, still early afternoon. But in Paris, our FIABCI headquarters is in Paris. In Paris, it is only 11 o'clock in the morning. So still really in the morning. Yeah, and maybe in some other countries, maybe different. Like in New Zealand, in Wellington or somewhere, it might be say another maybe 9 o'clock in the evening. I hope so. But you may know that we start this webinar at around 4 o'clock in Bangkok, but it is quite difficult for our colleagues in America, in the USA, Canada, and South Caribbean, South Africa, America or Caribbean. It may be around 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock in the morning. Maybe too early indeed. But for us in this region, if we started at around 8 o'clock in the evening, that might be 8 o'clock in the morning in Washington, D.C. For our colleagues from Australia, our colleagues from New Zealand, maybe early morning, another day already. That's why here we choose at around 4 o'clock in the afternoon. But some session, when we run for our colleagues from USA or somewhere, maybe we have to make it really late in the evening of Bangkok time. Okay. So this session for the free webinars, as I told you, it is organized by the FIABCI World Council of Experts. In FIABCI, that is International Real Estate Federation, we have around 10 councils. We have Council of Experts here. We have Council of Developers, Council of PropTech, Council of Property Managers, Council of Developers, Council of Brokers, and some authors as well. So altogether, almost 10 councils. So if you become our FIABCI members, you can join our different councils. We also have Council of Valuation as well. Yeah. So there are so many councils here, and we have in every council we have activities. For our Council of Experts, we have our monthly webinars, free webinars related to real estate. And actually, this month we invited great colleagues from the say the National Association of Realtors and some other association to speak for us. But it is it cannot be on this month, maybe next month or something. So we will have guests from other association as well. Like a few months ago, we have the president of the International Association of Assessing Officers. Now they have their own annual conference in Orlando. I went there almost every month, every year. In the past, I was a member for over 20 years, but now I haven't been there for a few years already after retired. So our World Council of Experts organize this, and next month will be something else. We will send you information to you maybe after this webinar. So allow me to introduce to you this webinar. Actually, the AI or PropTech or computer-assisted mass appraisal or automated valuation model, it has been in existence for a long time already. I remember that when I studied valuation in 1989 with the Lincoln Institute of Land Policy. At that time, I studied something about computer-assisted mass appraisal, or in abbreviation, we call KAMA. Or then some of them may call mass appraisal instead of computer-assisted mass appraisal, or KAMA. And in the appraisal in foundation in Washington, D.C., they also have their standards for KAMA practices. At the same time, the Appraisal Institute, that is another association, they have something about the AVM, automated valuation models, that is also similar to computer-assisted mass appraisal. But computer-assisted mass appraisal was initiated by the International Association of Assessing Officers, and at the Lincoln Institute of Land Policy, based in Boston, Massachusetts, where I studied something about valuation and mass appraisal. We also learned from IAAO. And but the two things are the same. That is annotated automated valuation model, or AVM, or KAMA, or mass appraisal. And then because we have AI, then we have a lot of new tools and mechanicals to do this mass appraisal, or in valuation, or also in many other aspects. So we all together call AI in real estate, or maybe some of us may call PropTech, property technology. So this is something that we will talk about this for today. But today it may be something very practical, so that it can be used in many other countries as well. I remember I went to teach about the valuation in Uganda. We also discussed something about this as well. And this coming October, next early end of this month to early October, there is also another conference in Singapore. We will discuss something about this as well. Okay, for this session, the free webinar on practical uses of AI in real estate, the speaker for today is Ms. Namtip Pornchokchai. She is the managing director of FIABCI Online. And let me just introduce to you Ms. Namtip. You call her Namtip. Is an architect by profession. So she graduated from King Mongkut University of Technology, Thonburi in Thailand. We call KMUTT. And she also holds an MSc, Master of Science in Real Estate, from the University of Glasgow in Scotland. And she is the managing director of the area research and map-based platform of FIABCI Online. So we do this. As you may know, that our agency for real estate affairs is the largest real estate information center, in Thailand. We started since 1994, and we conduct this survey. So we have really big data of real estate in Thailand. We conduct the survey not only in Bangkok, also in many other cities in Thailand as well. We also conduct survey in Jakarta, Manila, Ho Chi Minh City, Phnom Penh, Hanoi, Nepal, in Kathmandu, and some other city as well. So we have a lot of information on this, and we conduct the survey on regular basis. Say in Bangkok alone, we have a survey of new real estate projects, and every quarters we went to the projects directly to see the sales developments. Some of them may be complete the sale within a few months, or some may be just in the progress in selling, and some maybe drop in the booking or the sales or something. So we follow the information very frequently and in every quarters. That's why we are one of the largest real estate information center, and the first one in Thailand. So Ms. Namtip will tell you about this practical uses of AI in real estate. So let's listen to Ms. Namtip, our speaker for today. Yes, Ms. Namtip, maybe you can start over for your session. It will last around, say, maybe around 45 minutes, and then there may be some Q&A. Please, Namtip.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Namtip Pornchokchai. Sawadee. It's afternoon from Thailand. Greeting everyone who's here. I'm going to share my slides.
Yes, please.
Okay, so we will be talking about the AI used in valuations. So in PropTech in general, how we use AI for the real estate sectors, and we'll be focusing a lot in valuations. This is the information that I gathered from all around the world. So in some cases, if you are from that countries, you might be able to use it, or you might have heard of it. So if you please could leave me a comment, a message in the chat box where you're from. You can introduce yourself, your name, your organization, and where you're from, in case we can network later as well. So as Dr. Sopin have said that we are from the Agency for Real Estate Affairs, which is the independent property consultants. We are expertise in valuations and real estate research. So we do research every quarter on the properties, especially the residential markets, how it's done in Bangkok and other main cities in Thailand. So we know how the market is going, and we developed this PropTech called FIABCI. FIABCI is a real estate data analytics platform, although we are not using AI with this platform at the moment, but we want to ease real estate investors to be able to go through and to access data of the estate markets, whether it's government data or it's the market data or it's about PropTech in general. So for today, we will be talking about the AI adoption in the real estate sectors, how it is going all around the world. Oh, sorry. My screen is still on, right? Can you see my presentation?
Yes.
Okay. So from the data, from the information from the Deloitte Insights in 2024, they said that mostly AI adoption is still in the early stages. Most organizations are still using AI as in the research process. They are still testing and seeing if they can use AI to use in real life, to use with their work. 76% of the players are still researching of how to use AI. So they are not really using AI to replace human at the moment or replacing the job at the moment. We might be able to use it to test it somehow, but not totally. But it is predicted by McKinsey that Gen AI would be able to generate around 110 billion to 180 billion US dollars for the real estate global industry. The Gen AI that they are talking about, I think everyone is using AI at the moment, whether you use ChatGPT or Gemini or other platforms. The Gen AI is different from analytical AI because normally if it's analytical AI, it means that we give the big data to AI and they analyze it, they learn from that data, and then they come out with a conclusion that they conclude from that data. For example, if I give AI a data about the real estate markets in Thailand, and I ask them, how is this 10 years information means? They will try to find some match. They will try to analyze how it's working. They might tell me that in 10 years, these areas are growing and these areas are dropping, something like that. That's the analytical AI. They will analyze and tell you from that data that you give it to them. But the Gen AI, they will predict. They could create new content. They could use this data along with other data, and they try to think about how the future is going to be. They generate another outcomes out of this information or these data. So this Gen AI we could use in many kind of things. We could use as the content creation. We could use as the like our consult whether this project is going to work. So in general, mostly they use it to optimize operation models. For example, they want to see how they could operate better, and they might use it to enhance customer experience. For example, many firms they use chatbot or this AI chat API to talk to human as the customer service. So this AI can talk to human 24 hours without having the staff to actually be there, right? And some of them might use it to improve tenant retention. They use it to connect to tenants to track whether brokers or real estate agents or real estate consultants have been talking to the clients and see how the process is going. Or they could unlock new revenue streams. For example, they could build a new business models, which I'm going to show you how it happens right now. Or they could use it to smarter asset selection. They could use it to analyze the properties, to analyze the location, whether this is a good location for investment or not. So let's see how is the use of AI in real estate. So this is the information that I have collected, and I found that many of them use it in various ways. For example, they use automated valuation models, AVMs, to help with the valuation process. Or they use it with location intelligence and site selection. Or they use it with lease abstractions and due diligence. For iBuying, for agent listing, for broker advisory and co-pilots, or generative design tools. I will go through into the examples of the AVM and iBuying, which is the new model, a new business model that happens after AVM. But the other things I will talk about it in general, so we could discuss about it later. So let's go through the AI case in the valuations. Automated valuation models. Have anyone heard of this or have used this before? I think it's quite popular in the US because they are using it with the website, like the general website for property posts, like property buying website. So an automated valuation models, the AVM, is the system that they teach the AI, and they use the big data to teach the AI of the real estate market. And the AI will analyze and value the properties. For example, in the US, they have lots of information about the real price purchase of each housing. So if this house is sold, they have that information, and the government public this information. So the company can use this information to teach AI. The AI can learn from this information, and they use it along with other information such as the comparable properties, like what is the size of the properties, the land lot, the how many floors, how many rooms, how many parking space, and they use this to analyze how the value of the property should be. So this AI will be used in many cases. For example, for the financial institutes like bank, they use the AVMs to help the valuers, to help the appraisals check whether the appraisal value is matching with your general information. It can be used if the data is not that complicated, if the valuation case is not that complicated. And they also use it in the loan underwriting process. They also use them to apply in their risk management and mortgage portfolio oversight. So basically, they use this AVM to check with the appraisal value whether the appraisal value is correct or not, to help check whether this is going in the right way. And for the real estate platforms, many of you might have heard of websites like Zillow, Redfin, Trulia. These are the real estate platforms to sell and buy properties. They also use AI to value properties and give it as the free information to users to understand how the property should cost. But it's not an appraisal, so it's just a valuation, a basic valuation from AI. And lastly, the government, they also use AVM to support property tax assessment which I will go through with this later. They use it to just check with the appraisal valuation, and they could skip some process and make the tax assessment process quicker and easier and cost less. So this is the example of how the platform use it. Like this one is the Sestimate. Sestimate is the system in the Zillow website. Zillow is a famous property market platform in the US. So if you want to look for properties to buy, I think many of you might have seen this website and have used this system before. Like this one, I have been looking for this house, this particular blue house, and I want to see how much it costs, right? At the left corner here, that's the cost of the house. So that's the price of the house. This is how it is listed in the market at the moment. So the owner or the agent want to sell it for $569,900, and they have the track records. Oh, so this one is the price history. Right now it's sold for this amount, but in 2009 it was sold for $225,000. So it's up by 153.3%. That's how it's increased. And they have the public tax history from 2022 to 2024 as well. This is the estimated range from the website, and this is the estimated value from the Sestimate. So Sestimate used the data from their website to analyze and come up with this number that this house should cost around $572,000, while the market price, the price that they are asking for, the asking price is $569,900, right? So $569,900. So this number, the estimate number, is just the value that the AI come up. So Zillow said that their estimate system has an error around 1.83% if it's the on-market homes, which means that if it's the home is if the property is residential that is not off-market, something that's alike in the market, something that has many similar properties that look like it, like 2-bedroom houses with many 2-bedroom houses around there, it's in the on-market homes. So this AI only have 1.83 error, which is good. But if it's the off-market homes, the error could come to 7%. If it's something that's very strange from the market, a particular properties, it might have a lots of error. And Zillow have published this valuation for more than 116 million homes across US. So it's used very popularly. People could see how the value is, but you should not believe this property value because it's not appraisal value. It's just the valuation from the AI models, which they come up from the information that they have, from the data that they have to analyze it. Another use of AI is by the government. This one is the Fannie Mae Value Acceptance, which is from the Federal National Mortgage Association, or the so-called Fannie Mae. It is used in the US as the government-sponsored enterprise. They play a big role in the home financing. So they used this AI AVM to help people get the loan easier and cost less. So how do they use it? So when people want to buy housing, they have to have an appraisal from the appraiser, and this costs a lot and takes time because the appraiser have to go and see the properties, they have to do a report, they have to come up with the appraisal value. But if it's the house that already have like many informations, they use AVM to value these properties. They use the AVM to value the properties, and if they see if it's not much different from the original value that the appraisal come up, maybe like a few years ago, if it's not much different, they will skip the appraisal process. So appraisal waiver, they just waive this process, and they could get a loan instantly without having to do another appraisal for this property. They said that they could skip and they could avoid paying appraisal fees for around 500 to 700 US dollars per properties. And it means that they skip less time. They use less time, about 1 to 2 weeks, without having to do the appraisal report. So people could get a loan with less fees and less time. Another way that they use the AI to help appraiser is that they use this system. They use property data collection. So when appraiser went to the site that they have to value, they go to the site, they inspect, they get the information about the properties, and they put it into the system, into the cloud, maybe a cloud system, and then the AVM will do the work. They would see and analyze that information that the appraiser gets to them, and then they will come up with the value that is the value from the AVM. And the appraiser could come back to the office and check whether this analysis data is correct or not. So that means that the appraiser can do less work because they have this AVM as a tool for them to help them do less work. So what is the advantage and the consideration of the Fannie Mae and AVMs? So Fannie Mae, the government, they use this system to help people get the loan approval faster at a lower cost. That is the advantages. Another thing is for the lenders, for the bank, it means that they could approve the process and reduce the appraisal backlogs. It means that the appraiser have to do less work and less time. And for the market in general, it means that if they use the AVM, it is the standards to do the valuations. So maybe people say that using the AVM, which means that you could have the standard for the valuations, you have the system to help you, so it means that you have the standards. But still, that is the consideration as well, whether you could trust AI for valuations or not. So the consideration is said that maybe this system only applies to the low-risk loans. So only apply to the on-market properties. If it's the properties that is very strange, very hard to find comparison, then maybe you cannot use AVM. You will still need appraisal to appraise that properties anyway. So complex homes or complex properties still require human. And also many people think that AI might have some bias. For example, if you see many news of the use of ChatGPT or other AI, they say that if you talk to the AI, sometimes the AI have their own thinking and they might have some bias over some culture or over some people. For example, many people discuss that if you use AI, then AI values some properties in some areas, considering that this property is, basically AI could be racist. Some people think that. I'm not sure. Like they could think that this is the area that have this kind of culture or this kind of regional people, and they consider that this area should have lower price than other areas. We are not sure about that, whether some AI could be biased or not. So people are still considering that, are you really going to use the price, the value from the AVM or not? So the drawback is that we are not sure about the transparency of use of AI or the AVM for the valuation process, because we are not sure how they process or they analyze this data to come up with the value. We input the information to AI and AI use this information along with other informations to come up, analyze, and come up with the value. But we are not sure how this process is being done. So there could be some bias, there could be some lack of process sometimes that we are not sure about that. And there are no universal standards for every AI. For example, this organization make their own AI. They teach this AI with their data. Another organization also teach their AI. Another organization also teach their AI. Each AI was teach differently, like sending kids to different schools or homeschool the kids, right? We're not sure if they have the same standards or not. So this is the concern that people have over using AI in real estate, especially in the valuation terms. But in the US, like in October the 1st, we are going to use this new laws is the framework for the AVM quality control. This one will be used on the October 1st, 2025. It means that every organization that use AVM, they will have to check the quality accordingly. So it's the standard control. It means that every organization has to regularly test the accuracy and reliability of the AI that they are using. And the result could rely solely on the AVMs, or outcome must be periodically cross-checked over the alternative methods. So everyone should test their AI. I think it's like sending kids to school and then everyone do the same test, right? So they know that everyone is understanding the same thing. So these organizations, they have to check their AI whether it has the same comparison to analysis or not. How is that going to affect them? Well, if they have to check, if they have to do the quality control over the AI, it means that they have to invest and they have to have this process. They have to manage the risk of using AI as well. So more cost and more time spending on these things. iBuying. Have anyone heard of iBuying before? iBuying is the business model that comes up after the use of AVM. AVM helps us understand the value of properties, and many companies, they come up with a new business idea called iBuying or instant buyers. They have the value from the AVM and then they buy properties according to that price instantly. So if someone wants to sell a housing, they send it to the website like Zillow, they send it to this website. This website wants to buy these properties at the lower price. I mean, they want to buy it because they will renovate it and then sell it later at a higher price. So they want to value the market price of these properties and they have to understand how much they should sell it later at a higher price after they renovate it. So this website, they get information from the homeowners that want to sell it. And then they analyze using the AVM to come up with the value of the properties. Then they give some deposit to the homeowner to buy these properties. And then they have people come up to check the properties before giving the rest money to the homeowner. So they buy these properties instantly. You can just buy this property within a few days instead of using human. Like normally if we buy properties, someone posts the properties or someone send us the building, then we go and check the building, we come up, we analyze, and then we buy the properties. It might take maybe a week or something to analyze and understand the property's value before buying it. But using AVM and this buying instant buyers models, they want to buy property instantly using the value from the AVM. Many companies have been using it, but they are not very successful. For example, Opendoor is also the real estate website. They are the largest player and they are still operating the iBuying. So if anyone wants to sell housing in the US, you could use Opendoor as well. Zillow Offers is from Zillow website. They launched iBuying in 2018 and they shut it down in 2021. Why? I will tell you later. Redfin Now is also another website. They previously active the iBuying, but then they closed it in 2022. OfferPad is also another website. They're still operating the iBuying, but in a smaller scale. So what happened to Zillow? Zillow have shut down the iBuying in 2021 after launching in 2018. They have bought many housing, but they have to shut it down because they bought the houses for such a high value. They bought housing for too high price that they cannot sell it to make profit. So how it works is that when people want to sell house to Zillow use AVM to analyze, and within 48 hours, they will send deposit to homeowners that they want to buy the house, maybe about 20%, I'm not sure. But then The rest of them, another 80%, before they buy it, they will have the staff to go and look at the properties to analyze the property before negotiate the 80% remaining price before they purchase the building. So what happened is that the price that the AVM analyze is too high that they cannot make a profit. They trust the AVM too much that they bought a property for such a high price that they cannot make a profit when they sell it. So they have to shut the instant buying down. They have to lay off about 25% of the staff, and they still have 7,000 homes that they already bought, which is worth around 2.8 million US dollars. That's a very big number. And they plan to sell these remaining homes even if they have to lose the profit. Well, their stock, of course, decreased a lot in a day. And in this case, I think we can learn that if you use AI too much, if you trust it too much, it could come up with lots of loss for the profits. Another case is Open Door. Open Door is also the real estate property firm, the property platform as well. Open Door have the instant buyers, but they are still operating instant buyers. They only have problems with lawsuits. So they launched they launched iBuying instant buyers, and then many investors, they have sued the company saying that you are not really using AI, you still use human to analyze the property value. So they sued them. They sued the Open Door, and Open Door agreed in 2025, in June, they agreed to pay $39 million to settle the case in order to avoid the risk and the cost of prolonged litigation. So it means that, I think they know that they have to use human for the valuation process anyway. They could use AVM to analyze maybe like the basic valuation, but they still need people to help analyze the value of the properties anyway. So I think they still use human, but they want to settle this lawsuit. So they agreed to pay $39 million to the investor who sued them. I think they might have to change their prices that they still use AVM along with human, maybe like that. So from these cases, I think we can use AVM for valuation to see the roughly value of the properties, but you cannot really trust them fully. You could use them to help do less work for the appraiser, to help check the information that the appraiser got, to help check the value that the appraiser have value, whether it's changed much from the last year or whether the appraisal value is correct or not. But you cannot really trust them fully. You still need appraiser to work on that job. So what's the future? I'll be talking about other cases use of AI in the real estate industry. But if you have any question, please let me know in the comment, in the message section, so we would be discussing about it. So for the location intelligence and site selection, many countries, many cases, like normally if we want to analyze the property's location, we have people go and see how many people walk past, traffic count, what are their gender, the age, what are their occupations, something like that, to analyze who are the customers that could walk past this area. So it's traffic count. And many country or many startup, they come up with a solution that they use the phone. We have the GPS with your phone, right? When we use Google Maps can see that we walk past this area, how is the traffic in this area, how many people walk past this area. So it's similar to that, but they use it from the phone companies to see how many people walk past each street, each road. So we could use this information to roughly see which area is suitable for the business. We can see the traffic in each town using the cellular information. That is one of the ways that they use AI to help analyze location intelligence and site selection. Another thing is the lease abstraction and due diligence. I have seen the startup that come up with AI to help analyze the lease abstractions or the lease agreements, and they come up with the results that is pretty great. For the companies that have many lease agreements with many tenants, they have lots of papers that only human cannot go through with it. So they still need AI to help them analyze and see the lease agreements. For agent listing, many people use AI to help create the content for property posting. There are the use of AI along with the MSI to analyze the property photos. If you take photos of your property's housing, it will analyze and pack the photos. This is the living room, this is the bedroom, and you could use AI to create the content, to write the post, to sell the properties. I think many real estate agents already use this by themselves using ChatGPT, Gemini, or other platforms as well. For broker advisory and co-pilots, I think many of us use chatbots as the users, and many companies, they create their own chatbot to talk with the clients. For example, the financial institute or the just normal shops that they use application that they use like Facebook message. They also have a chatbot to talk to people in case that people ask them a question in the nighttime, midnight, no staff is talking to them. They could use this AI chatbot to help facilitate clients, to help give clients information, also to collect the notes for our staff to talk to the client later. That's also the case. And for generative design tools, I think many of us could use this as well. For the Gen AI, you could use AI to generate many images, or use AI to generate the outcome, the plan or numbers of housing. I will show you the photo of how we are using it, how many platforms are using it right now. But if anyone have any question, you can let me know, and then we can discuss about it as well.
Hello. Yes. Can you hear me? You may show something about the our small program on Visual Basic to our colleagues here too.
Okay.
If anyone have some question, you can
Yes.
say something too. Yes.
Yes, I need a copy of your lecture because I came in a little late. I came in at 4:30, so I get some of the lectures, but not all the content of it. So if you can give us via line, the copy of a lecture will be great.
Yeah, this information as well as the video we will send to all of the participants afterwards. So
Okay.
you will be sure to get this.
Okay, thank
and
you.
we also put in the website of our FIABCI Thai website for those who are not here. Maybe they have to register, and after they register, they will get this information as well. So this will be for free.
Okay.
And for the previous cases, like last month or last year or any time, you can scroll down at our FIABCI Thai .org, so that in any topic that you are interested in, you may join, or you may get a copy of those as well. Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Miss Namtip, please go ahead.
This one is the Visual Basic from Dr. Sopon. Can you give us some speech about this Visual Basic, please?
This is just some small cases that we do. Say if we have to say something about the area, where is the area that we do, and also we may choose in what shape of the area, so we can calculate the value of the properties. This is we do for the land readjustment scheme in Lampang. Lampang is a province north of Bangkok, north of Thailand. So in that area, mostly vacant land. So we have this sort of thing so that you can show this. And we have another one for housing. Maybe Namtip, you can kindly show this as well. Another program that we do. Yeah, this is in different provinces, in different location, and also in different types. And you can say what is the piece, the land in any area in Thailand. So this is the thing that we make for the national real estate information centers. And then we can go also to the thing about housing. On the left, we have something about housing. Yeah, different Thai, but this is in Thai. But they have something about the detached house, townhouse, shop houses, condominiums. Maybe we just go to condominiums. In the case of condominium, you can just put the size, say maybe around 50 square meters. And the facilities are something you can just choose whether they have some amenity, what sort of amenities they have, swimming pool or something or not, and the age, and also the height, because the height higher will be more expensive, or lower maybe less expensive. So this is something that we do for our one case in Bangkok alone, so that they can use this for calculate the price themselves for people who want to buy or sell a house. So this is some program that we prepare for our clients so that they can know what are happening. This we also do for the National Real Estate Information Center and the JICA, Japan International Corporation Agency, something in the past. So this is the case. So anyone would like to have any question or something? Mr. Yuni from Brunei. Thank you very much. Yeah, Miss Carol from Professor Dr. Petty Lai from Taiwan, Kaohsiung. Yeah, you are. We met already in the past. Thank you very much for joining. Yes. Yeah, we will send you this information, Madam Donna Riet from New York. Okay. Any question so far?
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Real estate transactions require emotional intelligence, negotiation skills, and nuanced local expertise. We all know this. Do you think that AI will ever be able to replicate the required emotional intelligence, negotiation skills, and nuanced local expertise necessary to actually close real estate transactions? Do you think AI can adjust to that level?
What do you think, Kun Namtip? Will that be possible?
I think AI is very good at talking to people. I have seen many news that people, like, for example, in Thailand, some people commit suicides because they talk to AI too much. So I think AI is very dangerous in case that they really understand some people too much and they could talk to them and then lead to very, very like strange thinking. So I think they are really good at talking to people and they could use to like negotiate with people a lot, but I'm not sure in a good way. Yes.
Yeah,
but we should be careful of it.
Yeah.
Very interesting answer. Thank you.
Yeah. Yes, who else, please?
I wanted to know, I know we went into a lot of the housing residential portion, but how is it affecting more the commercial? Because commercial is really based on numbers and the AOI, the net operating income. It's also based on cap rate, so many different numbers, but does it really pull from previous in order to obtain the future of the value of that property? And how does it know that the rentals are correct by what's given in the data? Because a lot of times we find, even in multifamilies, the seller is not telling the truth about what they get for rental, and they say that the space is full or occupancy is 90%, but really 70%. So how can we make sure that is being done? And another thing is that so much people use ChatGPT, but when it comes to the residential and commercial and real estate, what will be the better platform in order to get AI information from?
I think for the maybe for the data, for the AVM, the valuation models, you cannot really trust AI, really, right? Especially when the data is not really correct. But for the commercial real estate, you could use AI in other ways. For example, traffic count or the digital twins to see how the traffic is going, or the use of energy in the buildings. They can also use AI in that cases. But for the AVMs, I don't really think we should trust AI that much, especially if we don't have enough data, enough correct data. What do you think, Dr. Sopon?
Yeah, we use this when we do pricing. We do pricing for different locations in shopping centers, in different, that will be vary in different floors, in different location, depending on the access or nearby the, even nearby the toilet or something. But we can build some model on that. But when we do the valuation of a shopping centers or something, I think we still need to do it by ourselves, by manually. It will be more reliable, or we may feel more comfortable to do that. I think because this is some our evaluation is some sort of research. We need to conduct some in-depth research so that we can work out the value of the properties. So AI may be mainly for commercial, for residential properties, or maybe for lettable space that can maybe possible. Ms. Carol said, meet the person concerned, as I have my dear friend. So thank you very much. Any other comments or contributions or anything? Oh, there is Dr. Petty Lai said that, can we explain more about the lawsuit by using AVM? Anyone have any idea about lawsuit using AVM?
I think she is referring to the lawsuit for the open doors, right? Of lawsuit that happens to open door.
I see.
Let me show the slides again.
Yeah. But while you are finding the slide, allow me to tell you that in some country, we believe that the judge are not really the judge. Maybe there are a lot of prejudice. So maybe some people say that we should use AI to be the judge because it may be more reliable than the person. But so far, for my security, I cannot tell you which country it is. Okay, Ms. Namtip, please.
So the lawsuits that happens with the open door, the investors said that the open door is not really use AI to analyze to come up with a value. They still use human to help come up with a value. So that's still human intervention. And they said that it's overclaim that they use AI. So they sue the company for lots of money, and Open Door have agreed to pay $39 million to settle the case so that they don't sue them to another process. And they think they will not pay more if they go through the court at a higher level. So they have to pay this amount to the people who sued them.
There may be some exaggeration that they purely use AI, but actually it is not. So the propaganda or the public relation and the real thing may be different. So that may be the case. From India, there is some thing about the how to use AI in the I cannot understand properly. Sorry. Yeah. Mr. T.K. Lim, my great friend, can AI apply for the variation of mixed development? And any mixed development, maybe like complexes, or maybe like commercial properties that may be more complicated. Normally, we do ourselves. Today, I went to do a valuation of a big five-star hotels. I think in this case, I never use any AI except information for comparison of properties or performance of this industry from different sources of research. What is your idea, Kun Namtip, about this?
The use of AI for the industry.
Mixed development, yeah.
Mixed development. I think you could use AI for many cases. For example, this one I'll show you the videos of this platform. It's called TestFit. TestFit is a startup platform that help lay out the properties plan. So in many cases, if you want to design the building layout and the parking layout is very hard, right? So this platform is used to help you lay out your properties. So it looks very easy. Like you lay out the parking space, the building areas, how is the width of the pathway, the width of the rooms, the minimum width of the unit, something like that. And then they come up with a planning that you could adjust and see how the planning of the building should be. So I think this is one of the cases that you could use AI for the commercial or the mixed properties development.
Okay. For this AI valuation will help in Indian real estate terrain. Yeah, maybe our engineering, Mr. Kumara Guru Param may have to answer yourself as well. Yeah. Okay. Any other questions so far? This for this session is one of the very popular session with over 100 participants at the maximum time. We have a few sessions that have this number of participants as well. So now it is the time to finish. Any questions so far? No more. Okay.
You're not clear, Mr. Supun.
Yes. So what is your thinking about the valuation?
AI valuation, how far it will help in the Indian terrain?
Yes.
Indian real estate is entirely different from the other countries.
Yes.
So I want to know furthermore. I'm interested to imply that AI valuation, but the Indian terrain, the real estate terrain is entirely different from other countries. That's what I understood.
Yeah.
How far we can use this AI evaluation in our local terrain. That's what I want to know.
Yeah. The thing is, maybe we may not be able to answer your question directly, but what is the difference or the details or the atypical phenomenon of Indian real estate? Maybe you can kindly tell us so that we understand more about Indian real estate. Can you kindly share about this?
Yes. Actually, in Indian terrain, the government policies, government real estate rates are entirely different compared to the real estate. A real value in the market of the price of a property. You see, just for understanding, I'm telling, for if the land and building is total value might be across about 1 lakh rupees in our terrain as per the government rate, but in real estate, real transaction would have been 10 lakhs. That is more than 10 times. Some places more than 50 times difference. Higher than that. Higher than the government rate. This is the actual terrain in the Indian real estate terrain. So we cannot get the real market value. What is hand-to-hand transaction is we cannot get. We cannot gather the in open market.
I see.
This is the situation. In that situation, how we can use the AI valuation on this? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, I think in my experience in valuing property in Dhaka, in Bangladesh,
That
it
is
should
a different
be
issue.
very similar to India. That
Yeah.
is, when we want to search for market price in the website or something, it is not possible.
Yes.
Very difficult. Or in India, in Myanmar, even very also very difficult as well. I spent 3 days in walking around in the target area to talk with people in that area. I found we will value a big piece of land in Dhaka, but the land will be converted to be high income residential uses, like high class residential uses. So we went there and see a few construction site that they are going to build apartment for rent and apartment for sales in that area. So we found around 30 of them, and we try to talk to them. Some of them can tell us that how much they just bought it for that site because they are just constructed. They just bought the site, and some the owner can tell us. And also, I found some contractors who know the fact. They can also tell us, but many of them may not be able to tell us because they may not know information. So this is the thing that we spend around 3 days to get the market price, but it is no register one, but it is the thing that we can know. How we can know? What we can know is that after we found the 30 empirical evidence on the price, we found that the price may be really quite similar, but there are also some outliers information. Say if land price sell for around 100 something per square feet, but there are a few cases that they just sell only 50, or a few cases that they sell around 150 or 200, but most of them sell it at around 100 plus or minus 10%. In this case, all the outlier informations we just take it away. So this is we have to do very primitive methodology to talk with people. So the more information that we can gather, the more reliable, precise thing that we can ask. But we have to spend a lot of time, not just only a few hours or 1 day. That is not adequate time for us. So this is what we do in the past.
That is true. That is true. Because actually, in government, there may not be proper records. The proper record means government guideline rates, government rate for square foot of a land says something, 1 rupee. If I for understanding, I'm telling for 1 rupee, but actual real estate transaction, hands to hands transaction might be 100 rupees, 100 times more than that. This is the situation in India. Wherever you go,
I see.
actual government registration value is entirely different, more than 100 times actual real estate. So this is a market situation. In that terrain, how we can use this AI valuation, that's what I want to know from you and Namit.
The thing is, if
actually,
possible,
Namit, he explained very well. I really appreciate her, but still, it is how to handle the entire AI valuation in our terrain, the Indian terrain. That's what I want to know. Thank you.
I see. Thank you, sir. Yeah. If the government won't tax them very high in the transaction, they will tell the truth. But if we tax them high, maybe we cannot do that. Okay, so it's time for our end of this session. So thank you very much for you to kindly listen to this session. And also, one thing is, allow me to inform that Miss Namtip is my dear daughter.
What's other? That's
Yeah.
good. Very good.
Eldest daughters. I have a son and a daughter. She is the elder one. But this month, our president of the National Association of Realtors and another association, they both cannot come. That's why we cannot find any speaker for you for this month. That's why I think this session should be beneficial for all of you. That's why I have asked my daughter to talk to you. Some of our participants also asked why the surname are the same. This is the reason. I hope you don't mind.
No.
Yeah.
It's really, I'm interested. Whenever you happen to be India, we will discuss.
Yes. So we will meet again. So
Sure.
yeah, thank you very much. Namaskar.
Thank you.
Yeah. Bye bye. All the best to all of us. See you next month.
Thank you, Dr.
Yeah.
Sapon.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, Madam Stacy. Yeah. Take care.
Great content.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. You
Yeah.
guys,
Bye bye.
good night. Good
Thank you,
evening.
Namtip.